Hello and welcome back to another Serie A video on the channel, where this time I'm discussing Matchday 27, the games that were played, including Derby della Capitale between Lazio and Roma, and other Derby d'Italia between Inter and Juventus. Those games were played last in the Serie A in Matchday 27, so I'm gonna discuss them last in the video, so you can skip forward this video or just watch all of it if you want, because I'm gonna go through this in order, beginning with Sassuolo and Spezia. Quite low scoring game there. Only goal scorer was Domenico Berardi from penalty spot, and 71st minute winner there. And Spezia, I mean, they would have wanted the win here, but against Red Hot Sassuolo, who have won 4 games in a row, it's not a surprise, especially when they played away from home, that they didn't win this one. They are still a couple points, is it like 4 or 5 points ahead of Hellas Verona, who are 18th, so it's not that bad for Spezia. At least they're not getting relegated as of now, but ideally they would have gotten at least 1 point out of this match. Then Atalanta and Empoli played against each other. It looked like it would be a surprise because, two teams that were struggling coming into this. Empoli still continues to struggle because they lost this game 2-1, but it looked like Empoli would win because they led 1-0 away from home going into half-time, because even though Atalanta, they got chances, Ebuehi scored at 44th minute, so a cold shower for Atalanta just right before the halftime whistle, and it looked like Empoli would make a surprise here, but it didn't happen because first De Roon, the Dutch midfielder, scored there, and then Danish forward, young forward Rasmus Højlund, who really is having quite a good season with Atalanta, and I wouldn't be surprised if he moves to Premier League after this season, or some other league, or a bigger club. No offense to Atalanta, but it would be a big transfer fee if that happened. Atalanta, they will take these 3 points. It was a tough match, only 2-1 win there. It could have been more, but 3 points after the rough patch and rough games that they had, they will definitely be happy about this. Then low scoring game, 1-1 between Monza and Cremonese, and no goals in the first half. Second half, Giovanni started the goal scoring at 61st minute, and then Carlos Augusto, 69th minute, managed to make the game 1-1. It ended up that way. Obviously, Cremonese will be happier of these two teams, and they needed these points. They are last in the league right now. They dropped there because of Sampdoria's win against Hellas Verona, but at least they got a 1 point, so they still have some kind of hope of not getting relegated, but it's not looking good after Matchday 27, only 11 games left, and they are last in the league. Then Bologna played away from home against Salernitana. It looked like at some points that Bologna would win this, as probably would have been expected, but it ended up being draw. Salernitana started the goal scoring, as you can see here. Pirola scored at 7th minute. Quickly after that, Ferguson scored for Bologna, so Salernitana didn't lead the game that long, only 4 minutes there. Then Bologna actually went into lead, so as I said, they probably could or should have gotten or got win here when Lugo Giannis, or how do you pronounce his name, he scored to make the game 2-1 away from home, but that wasn't ultimately that wasn't enough, because Diaz scored. He's having quite a good season for Salernitana, and 2-2 game. Salernitana will be happier of these two teams with 1 point, even though home game you would think they wanna win, but Bologna, they have had a good season, so Salernitana fighting for their lives so that they wouldn't get relegated. I mean, they are above the relegation line, or they are not getting relegated as of now, but important 1 point for them still. Then surprising result, at least for me. There were, I mean, what do you call surprising that Inter loses against Juventus? I don't know. Or Lazio wins Roma, but 3-1. AC Milan really aren't looking like a team from last season. Positive from this game is that Zlatan Ibrahimovic became I believe the oldest goal scorer in Serie A history. So congratulations for him. But it doesn't feel that great because they lost the game 3-1. Pereira started the goal scoring there. And then Portuguese striker Betos managed to make the game 2-1 and the winning goal as well. And then Ehicibue made the game 3-1. And Udinese, they have played quite well this season. And I mean, this is a surprise, but how the seasons have gone, Milan hasn't looked that strong compared to last season. And Udinese have played relatively well. I don't really know if this is a huge surprise. I mean, I thought that Milan would have done better in this game, but in the end, the result shows 3-1 and Udinese 3 points there. Then 3-1 result as well between Sampdoria and Hellas Verona. The only goal scorer for Hellas Verona was late goal 88 minutes when Faraoni scored, but before that, Sampdoria captain Gabbiadini, striker, managed to make the game 2-0 at that point of the game. And especially the second goal was beautiful long range shot for him. And then Zanoli also scored to make the game 3-1. And Sampdoria, they now jumped to 19th place, and they are not last in the league anymore, at least at this point. So going into international break, up 1 position in the league. I mean, they are probably satisfied with this result, I would think. Whereas Hellas Verona, points would have been needed, especially against their fellow relegation side as of now. Then Napoli, they are just continuing their amazing season, 4-0, and the 2 players who have been just amazing this season. Victor Osimhen, 2 goals in this match in 4-0 win against Torino away from home. 21 goals all season long in Serie A. And Kvaratskhelia, I can't remember how many goals he has got, but it's got to be quite many for him also. And the duo strikes again for Napoli, and Ndombele was the player to score, who wasn't named Osimhen or Kvaratskhelia. So Napoli again, big win, 19 points clear of actually Lazio, who jumped to second place due to this result of Matchday 27. And Torino, they have done quite good this season. There's nothing to be ashamed about losing to Napoli, who have just been great all season long and continue being so. Then Fiorentina faced Lecce, 1-0 win there. Fiorentina, I mean, they could have won the game by more goals, and maybe they should have scored, but in the end, the own goal by Gallo, 27 minutes was played and he scored an own goal. I mean, there really wasn't anything to do, cross coming in, and just bad luck there. Lecce, they should be careful because if they don't continue getting points, they could drop to relegation zone. So I mean, Fiorentina winning isn't that surprising, and they continue their strong run. Is it 4 wins in a row for them also, if I'm not mistaken? Then Lazio and Roma, they faced each other, 1-0 game there, some red cards. Beginning with Ibanez getting red card in the first half, probably affected the outcome in that Lazio won the game, though they had chances before that red card as well. Zaganyi was the goal scorer to make the game 1-0, and that was enough for Lazio, 3 points, and now jumped to second place because, what happened in the Derby d'Italia between Inter and Juventus. Inter dropped to third place, Lazio jumped to second place. Kostic scored the winner for Juventus there, 23rd minute, and after the final whistle went, I believe, then there was some ugliness, if you could say. If I remember correctly, it was D'Ambrosio and Paredes who got the red cards, just probably not the brightest decision by Paredes to get a red card, but it happens, and I'm sure Juventus can cope from Paredes' red card. They have some options in the midfield position, and they continue climbing up in the standings, whereas Inter going down to third place. But let me know your thoughts about these Matchday 27 games in the comments down below. What do you think about these games, or what did you think about these games, and were you surprised by Milan losing? In fact, both Milan teams losing. And hit the like and subscribe for more football and Serie A content, and have a nice day.